And I think we are live. Yes, I think we're live. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me and you can see me okay. The chat, as usual, is not working. Apparently, it's not an XSplit problem, they say. Apparently, it's a YouTube problem. Get it back on. Chat is working. Chat is working. Excellent. Right. We're going to be doing an unboxing video today. And I say unboxing, it's... yeah, the word box for this is... Right, so this is big. If you want something for scale, there's my hands. Here is my Statue of Liberty cup. Yeah, so... we're going to be doing just an unboxing video today. This is the Anachrony Infinity Box. What I'm not going to be doing today is I'm not going to be putting this all together because that apparently takes about 3 hours. So yes, I'm not going to be sorting it too, yeah, because it's going to take 3 hours. What I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be here today for about 30 minutes, 40 minutes or so, depending on how many questions you've got, depending on what you want to ask me. But then I'm going to have dinner and then I'm back at 7 o'clock tonight with Cloud Age. So yeah, I don't have 3 hours to do it, but literally we're going to unbox it and we're going to see what is inside. Yes, it would be a 3-hour stream, but I did do the Trove chest. I did do the Too Many Bones Trove chest, which was a 4-hour video, late one night of me having a cider and putting it all together. Jaffa cake for scale. Jaffa cakes are downstairs, I'm afraid. Right, so let's have a look at what we've got first. We have Anachrony Resin Energy Source Pack. So this might be an add-on, really. And we have the Anachrony Metal Cubes. Okay, so these are heavy. I'm going to take these out and just put these to one side for now. Cat for scale. I need to find a cat to do that. We have some... So this was well packaged. Oh, yeah. So if you want to know how big it is, it's bigger than Gloomhaven. This is now the biggest box that I have in my collection. I didn't think there'd ever be a game bigger than Gloomhaven, but this is it. And I can't lift it. So let's tip it on its side and try and get it out this way. Come on. There we go. Right. Let's get rid of the box. Yet another box. Right. Okay. So the first thing, which you might not be able to see, is that this is shiny. I'm going to get rid of the plastic wrapper first because the metal parts of this are actually shiny and reflective, which look really nice. So yeah, this is being delivered to backers at the moment. A lot of people have got it already. Not every. Right, are we back on? I think we might be back on. Yeah, I think we're back on. Again, let me know if we are back on or not. I stopped the stream and I started it again. Yeah, I'm not doing anything different from what I normally do. So is the stuttering still quite bad? Because I'm watching it back on my computer and everything seems fine there. Of course, the chat is delayed. So yeah, let me know if that is working. Yeah, let me know if the buffering issue has sorted itself. Because I've just stopped it and started it again, and we will see. Right, okay, we're gonna open it up. Better now. Okay, it does it now and again for no reason whatsoever. Just really weird. So you can see the side here. There's a gap. Oh, yeah. Oh, what's on the bottom? Secret hidden message. It says, "Dear Paul, thank you very much for backing our game. Here's some cake." Ooh. No, it doesn't. It is what's in the box. There we go. What's in the box? Right. Okay. Oh, Diane's here as well. Hi, Diane. No, it's not your internet. It's me. So yeah, what you can see here is the box has actually got a gap in the middle. I think this is for all the punch boards, and I think once you've punched out all the punch boards, that box will sit on. Now, for those of you who haven't seen game trays before, these are game trays. It's a company that makes these custom trays, which are amazing. They will store all of your components. Are they in fact official game trays ones? Or are they not official? Okay, I don't know if these are official game trays. Game Trays is a company that makes them. It could be that they're not. But yeah, let me know in the chat. Are they official ones? Alex is here as well. It all fits in with no lift. Thought so. Right. So yeah, so we've got these. And what these do is not only store your components, so you don't have to put them in Ziploc bags. I'm a huge fan of Ziploc bags, but these are nice. Is they mean setup time is a lot quicker because you basically get this out, put it on the board. No branding on the game trays. They're not the same quality as game trays. No, so they're not. Okay, apologies for that. They are not official game trays, the company, but they are a sort of equivalent. Right, we have another divider. And we have some more. Yeah, so basically these are all empty. And what you will do is you will punch out your game. Yeah, the ones from game trays are better quality. These are all right, but the actual ones from game trays, the company, are sturdier and have clip-on tops. Yeah, they are game trays, says John, but they're not game trays. Yes. Aha. Now the miniatures. So I have an original copy of Anachrony in the other room, or is it in here? It's in here. It's up there because that's going to be given away. I have Anachrony, the original game, with the miniatures expansion and a Meeple Realty insert that I no longer need. So that is going to be given away to a Patron supporter on a future giveaway. But these are exactly the same miniatures. And I was going to paint these minis. About a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, I decided that I was actually going to paint the miniatures for Anachrony. And I didn't get around to it for two reasons. The first one being I didn't feel that my painting was good enough to paint them. And also, although I really like Anachrony, and I have played it about 6 or 7 times, I knew that if I spent literally probably a year painting these miniatures, I then probably wouldn't play it again afterwards. And it's like, I like painting miniatures, but I like painting miniatures for games that I'm then going to play. And it would be a long time for me to paint them because I paint really slowly. Yes, painting down the road. Okay, so we're still opening up what's in here. This is well packed, actually. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. Right, now we get to the boards. So we have, and these are all packed together. Yeah, this is really well packed. We've got some more punch boards and the game board. We have some more foam. We have another game tray. Wow. And we have some more punch board. Yeah, I mean, this is the base game, plus all of the original expansions, plus the new expansion. So this is a lot of game in here. I know this is expensive, but it's a good game. It's a quality production. And that is everything. Wow. So yeah, that is one deep box. There you go. You can see how shiny the bits of the silver are. Do you get the mechs? Yes, the mechs. Do I plan on packing that back up? Yes, I'm here for another half hour today. So I am actually going to pack some of it away. Not all of it, because as I say, that will take about 3 hours or so. But let's just move the box to one side for the minute. Let's put that down there. Let's move these over here. Because a lot of you watching this will already know Anachrony. You'll already know the game, and you'll already know what it's all about, but some of you won't. So Anachrony is effectively, it's a worker placement game, but it has theme, which is quite cool. It's in the future. Where's the game board? Let's get the game board out while I'm describing it. So it's in the future, and they have developed time travel, and somebody has come backwards in time and told them that an asteroid is going to hit the Earth and it's going to cause a devastation event. So we know that's happening. So basically what happens is the impact is going to happen at a certain point in the game. The players are working together to collect resources. I think there's already been one impact. So the area outside of the city is dangerous and you can't go there without exosuits. But then there's going to be this other impact and you're all preparing for that other impact. Okay, so let's get this out of the way. Yeah, this is what's in the Infinity Box. And as Diane says, there is a version of the Infinity Box which is just the box and the stuff you don't have. So if you had the base game and you wanted to upgrade to an Infinity Box with all the new stuff, you can do that. So we've got the core game, Doomsday module, Guardians of the Council module, Pioneers of New Earth. I think they were the 3 things included in the original game. And then we have all of this new stuff. So there's 2 solo modes included, Fractures of Time expansion, the custom components, Intrigues of the Council, that's a new one, I think, and the exosuit miniatures that were also a new one. Anyway, right, so the board is here. Depending on the number of players, depends on which side you use. This is the 2 to 3 player side of the board. And yeah, it's basically, it's worker placement, with the main twist being that if you want to go to any of these hexes on here, hexes on this board, you have to use an exosuit, which are the miniatures. You don't have to use the miniatures, but you have workers in this game, and each player has their own player board. Where are the player boards? And it's asymmetric in that there are different factions that you can play, and there's 4 different factions that you can play, and there's an A side and there's a B side of each board. Let's just open up this. Oh, it's warm in here today. So yeah, so these are the different player boards. Is that a new one? I think that's a new one, new fancy one. Right, so yeah, these are the player boards, A side and a B side. And basically you've got your own city here, and you've got buildings that you can put workers on here. But if you want to send the workers out to here, you have to put them in the exosuits, which are the mechs. So the mechs are different designs. There are 5 factions. Right, okay. Yeah, there used to be 4, there's now 5. So yeah, so the mechs are different depending on which one you have. So, for example, is it this one? I think it's this one. Yeah, so this particular faction here, whoever they are, that's their symbol. Looks like House Greyjoy. These are the mechs that you use, and you get a certain number of these mechs each turn. And you can buy more with power cores. And I'm just going to make the brightness a bit more because it does look a little bit dark. There we go. So yeah, so these are the mechs for that particular one. And what you do is you slot your worker into the slot in the top, and then you send them out onto this board here. There you go. But yeah, you're gathering, you're doing a lot of the stuff that you normally do in worker placement games. You gather resources, you gather technologies, you do that. It's about placing your workers on the particular spots in order to activate all of your own stuff. Yeah, right. What we're going to look at components-wise. So yeah, we've got the miniatures. This is the new faction. So for those who don't have the new one but have the original game, these are the miniatures for the new faction. Please focus. Never seems to focus, this camera. Well, it does, but it takes ages. But yeah, these are the new ones with the purple bases. So yeah, I do like the miniatures. They're really nicely done. And yeah, there's five of these for each of the players, and then there's this one. This is for the Chronobot. This is for the solo player. The solo player has like an AI bot. Right, so that's them. What we're going to look at now. Let's look at this here. Oh, more metal cubes. Right, okay, because there were some metal cubes in here, but we've also got some metal cubes here. Okay, so maybe these come with the base game, and these are add-on ones. We will see. Right. So these are in the original game. These were just cardboard chits. But what we have in this game is these are either plastic or resin pieces with, yeah, these are really nice. Okay, so these are, don't know if you can hear that. Yeah, they're kind of chunky resin pieces with something printed on them. And these are the warp tokens. So you will use these. You will effectively bid with these. I don't know what this one is. This is for something else. Yeah, you'll bid with these each turn. Well, it's not really bidding. No, it's not bidding. Forget bidding. Not bidding at all. Don't know why I said that. You will, it's because you put them in a closed hand, but you're not bidding. But you can basically warp in stuff from the future. And this is one reason I like the game, because I like time travel stuff. It's like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, basically. This game is Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, the board game. You think, what do I need right now? I need some titanium, and oh look, some titanium's arrived, and it's your future self which has sent you some titanium back in time, which is brilliant, right? So I love that in games. The clever twist with this game, and again, apologies if you already know this, but because the game takes place over many, many years, at some point on a future round in the game, you have to actually send your titanium back to yourself to close that loop. Otherwise, you get paradoxes and anomalies and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, I just think that's really cool that they've, David Turtsey has put that into a game and has made it work. So anyway, that's these. Now each player will have a set of these. So let's get the blue ones. Okay, so the blue and the purple are a little bit too similar. You can just about tell them apart, but they're a little bit dark. Is it going to focus? Is it going to focus? Come on, focus. Keep your camera. There you go. Yeah, you can see a little bit dark, the blue and the purple. Bit hard to tell them apart, certainly in this light. So I'm getting the blue ones. That one, that's one, and that's one. Right, now, where do they go? There is apparently an 8-page book or a 7-page book telling you how everything goes in the trays. Now, where is that? That'll be in here. So we have, these are the rule books. All right, look at all these rule books. Okay. 9 warp tokens from the base game, 2 related to the end. And the Dark Data says yes. The contrast between the purple and the blue, bit tricky. Right, so we have the Infinity Box rulebook. Collects the components and rules for all previously published game content, all in there. So that's all together. The Chronobot and the Chronosus, the solo opponents, are the 2 different solo modes. That's in there. I have played one of them. I have done a video of that. We have the Fractures of Time rulebook. So yeah, that's that. And we have the art and storybook, which is always nice for a bit of a read. The artwork's really nice in the game. Right, so here we go. Oh, and the Future Imperfect expansion. Yeah, so more stuff. So yeah, what you've got is you've got this 7-page book on how to put everything in the trays, which is absolutely needed. Because I've had some games with inserts where you've no idea what goes where. But let's have a look. Let's put one of them together. So these little counters here, these go in, following the arrow, there. Okay, so they go there. Each player also has these 2 counters. Now, that's a shame that they didn't change this on the player boards, because the one criticism I have with these player boards is that your 2 tokens, you start with one of these tokens and one of these tokens, and these are really nice. These are nice little resin pieces. But this one goes on here, and this one goes on here. And the problem is, I found when I was playing it, that you sit here, okay? And you're constantly reaching across to your board and leaning across, and I was constantly knocking this token. So I was kind of hoping that they'd have moved this track to the top there so that you didn't keep knocking it, but they haven't. But that's how it is. So yeah, so each player gets 1 each of those. They go there. Right, what else have we got? Oh, got loads of stuff. Let's go to a punch board. I'm making a complete mess here, and the downside is I'm going to have to tidy this all away before my stream tonight. So yeah, I'm just going to move all of this off for now, and we'll put it over there. Right, punch boards. Let's crack on with opening some punch boards up. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sheets, I think. Okay, so these look like standard width punch boards. Same material as the original game, I think. There we go. So yeah. Now, are these going to punch out okay? Yeah, mostly. Yeah, quite clean cuts. Okay, so each player has one of these, which is a flag that fits in the top there like that. What else does a player need? Player needs these. So if you're not using the miniatures, this is what you use. You use these tiles here. These are your exosuits, and you will put these on the board, on the space where you want to go onto, with your worker on top of them. So if you're using the miniatures, you don't need these. But where do these go? Yeah, I think they just go in the side. Or do they go under here somewhere? Maybe they go in there? No, the other bits go in there. Okay, I think they weren't supposed to go there. They were supposed to go there. Not that it matters that much. That goes in there with a little plastic stand. So yeah, I'm not sure where these hexes go. They go in the Guardians of the Council tray. Ah, they go in the solo tray. Thank you. So because you've got miniatures, you don't need these. There you go. Yeah, they go in there. I can see it now. Okay, right. Sorted. What else have we got? And again, if you're not using the metal cubes, then these are what you use for the resources. There's 4 types of them: uranium, not uranium, titanium, unobtainium, grogananium. I can't remember what they're called. It's definitely uranium. And these are the so these are the cardboard tiles that you use, the warp tiles, if you're not using these resin components. So you can see the difference there between the two. One's just card, one's the resin. Okay. What else have we got? We've got these. Now I've mostly played this game with this side, but I have played it a couple of times with this side. And it does make it a more challenging game. It is a bit more interesting. Workers, where do the workers go? Yeah, unobtainium. Right, so yeah, different types of workers. These are the administrators. The workers go... Where do the workers go? Okay, so layer 1, layer 2. Wow. Okay, so layer 1 and layer 2 is pretty much the same. Right, layer 3. Yeah, I'm not going to put the whole thing together. I'm just going to do a bit of it. And once you've done this, you won't need to do this every game. This is just for the initial setup. I think it's this one. I think this is the one. Yeah. So I think these, the administrators, go in that one. Yeah, looks like it. Right, okay. Where would the buildings go? This is huge. Here. Yeah, it looks like the buildings go on here. Because we have imprints. You can just about see that. We have imprints on the plastic thing. So yeah, so the buildings, power plants, oh, what are they called? Can't remember. Power plants, something else and something else. So the buildings will go in, yeah, power on the back, so they go in that one. Can you get them out? Right, so if they're in there, how do you get them out? Have I put them in the right place? No. Maybe I've not put them in. Yeah, looks like I've put them in the right place. Going to page 4 of the setup. Although it looks like they go the other way round. Like that. And then that goes on there like that. But how do you get them out? That's what I don't understand. What am I missing here? It's supposed to have the tilt it up, but it doesn't work very well. Push at the end and they will tilt it. Yeah, that's not working. Okay, I see. So there's a little bit of a gap around here. And the idea is that you push down one end and it tilts it up. So you can then pick it up. Which works when there isn't that many in there. Okay? So if there's that many in there, okay, yeah, it sort of works. Would it have been better if they'd have just gone a bit lower with this lip? Probably. Okay, so that's how that works. But I think they're in the right place there. I'm glad it's not me. You rarely need the ones at the bottom. That is true. Unless you're playing with one of my variant rules, where you go through the building tiles a lot quicker. Because sometimes I don't like the way that you only see half of the tiles. So I like to have cycling through the tiles a bit more. Anyway, that's those. What else have we got? So yeah, there's a lot of these components that I'm not going to use in the game. Because I've got the miniatures, I'm not going to use these. Because I've got the metal cubes, I'm not going to use these. And because I've got the resin tokens, I'm not going to use these. So there's quite a lot that isn't used. Speaking of the metal cubes, since the chat seems to know a lot more than me, why have I got purple metal cubes included in the box? And then the extra metal cubes included as an aside. The purple ones are the fancy ones. Oh, and here we go. Here's the cubes. So here's the non-metal cubes. You can't fit all of the tiles there. Okay, right. Thank you. Oh, the purple cubes are the expansion. Thank you very much. Yes. So here's the cubes for. Can you see this? Yeah. So we got the water drops, which are really nice. We got 5s and 1s. We've got kind of like glassy, plasticky cubes for the titanium, uranium, and whatever the third one was. And the purple ones are apparently from the expansion. Not enough water ever. Yes. I had that problem with the original game. There wasn't enough water, so I did actually get another set of water. Right, cubes in the box was a pre-order, and the add-on, you were supposed to buy a different add-on. Right, okay. Who knows? Gold, that's it. Thank you, Diane. Gold. Gold, titanium, uranium. No, I think the purple's not the expansion, is it? Ah, you're lying to me. Purple is in the base game. Yeah, there's 4 types of resources. Gold, titanium, uranium, and neutronium. That's it. Yeah, the purple's the neutronium. And the colours are better than the first edition. Yeah, one of the problems with the first edition of this game is the glass cubes that they used weren't very colourful. They were a bit too clear. Yeah, the colours weren't strong at all. They did release a second set, which were better. These are much, much better. But I don't think they're glass. I think they're plastic. Anyway, so these cubes here, you're saying that these are, yeah, purple and neutronium. These are not from an expansion. These are gorgeous, right? These are really nice. They are very, very pleasing. I'm just going to sit here for the next 10 minutes doing this because this is really, really pleasing. Oh, yeah. Okay. Maybe not 10 minutes, but you get the idea. I don't know where they go. But we have the metal cubes for purple were included with the Infinity Box, even for those that didn't get the metal cubes. Right, so they've given the neutronium cubes for everybody, which is good because neutronium is special. And these are nice as well, but is this enough? Oh, these are really nice. Yeah, these are really nice. These. Who was it who asked me on last month's live Q&A for some of my favourite components of board games? Because I don't know what I said at the time, but we might have a new winner. Right now, I can't think of any nicer components for board games than these. And I know these were an add-on, and I know they are just a luxury item, but these are really nice. Yeah. They are coated in metal like the terraforming Mars. No, these are actual proper metal. No terraforming Mars plastic with a thin shiny coating that rubs off. These are proper metal cubes. These are not going to wear. Yeah, these are really good. Really, really good. I don't know what the price of the metal cubes as an add-on were, but yeah. I want to play this game now. I mean, Anachrony is one of those games that I love the game. I think it's a really good game. And especially playing a few times, not last year, but the year before, against a friend of mine, Paul Luxton, who constantly beat me, made me realise that what I was doing in the game and how wrong I was playing it. So playing against Paul a few times, eventually I just went, well, he keeps winning, right? I'm going to do what he does. And then I did, and I managed to beat him by like a point or 2 points, and I was like, yes. So, yeah, basically building up your engine. Anyway, metal cubes are nice. What else have we got? Yes, $25 worth of metal cubes. Okay, so not cheap, but if you've got the money, then they are definitely worth it. Yeah. Okay, if you can think of a nicer component in board games that I've got, let me know, because I can't think of one right now. Okay, so more nice components. This is the Resin Energy Source Pack. So I mentioned you have exosuits in the game, and you can only power up at the start of the game 3 per turn. You have to spend these energy cores in order to power up more. And these energy cores are rare, they're hard to get, and these are basically a replacement for these. This is the original ones, which is a cardboard token. And yeah, we have nice 3D resin printed energy cores. So they've come out quite nice. Let's put them back in the pack before I lose them. And these are from the expansion. Okay, so these are flux tokens. So the expansion introduces blinking, and it has these fluxes. Now, I don't know if you can see this because it's actually quite dark. Let's get a white background. Gosh, if only it was that easy. Right, white background. And I'm going to put them on there, and I'm going to zoom in a bit. Oh, David's here, watching it on the smart TV. Incredible resolution as Paul's fingers. Yes. There you go. Check out the fingers. Right, okay. So yeah, these look really nice. The reason why I've zoomed in and put them on a white background is that these are, yeah, they're basically opaque at the top and the bottom. They are like canisters, and inside they are see-through purple. And you can see that yeah, they are see-through. So about. Yeah, you can see that. So these are really nice as well. So yeah, these came out really, really nice. And you get a whole bunch of these. So yeah, this is how many of these you get. And these are flux tokens. You use these for blinking around in the game, which is like mini time travel. Basically what that is. Right, let's put these in a bag so I don't lose those. So yeah, those components are nice. How many people have actually played this with the expansion? If you're in the chat and you have played this game with the expansion, let me know. Because I have, because obviously David came around here and taught me how to play. But how many other people have played it? Quick shout out before we continue. This video is obviously not a sponsored video. This video and all of the other videos I'm making this month are purely funded through the Patron campaign. So huge thank you to all of my Patron supporters for making all of the content that I produce in January completely free. In other words, I'm not being paid for any of it. And if you do want to support me, if you do want to help fund the channel, please do so, and be aware that all ad revenue goes to charity. So the adverts that you saw at the start of this video, all that money goes to charity, along with any super chats that arrive in the chat. If you were to do a super chat, all of that money goes to charity. And this month it's going to the Macmillan Cancer Research Charity. Right. So Alex is saying he's got some parts of the he played some parts of the expansion with David T demoing. Yes. Dark Shadow says he got the Infinity Box and played it 0 times. Yeah. Okay, right. What else am I unboxing? What else am I punching out? It's coming up for time. Is there anything else you want to see? Because a lot of this is more of the same. Or would you like me to just play with the metal cubes a bit more? Ah, that's the impact tile. Yeah, that's when the thing happens. Let's have a look at. Tell you what. Let's open up. We got another thing that we haven't opened up. We got this. We've got cards. Cards in the game, plastic stands and dice. And for those of you wondering how the solo mode is different in this version, the dice has become an average dice, I believe. And thank you very much for that, because I love average dice. Yeah, so the dice is no longer a D6 when you're working out what the bot is going to do. It's an average dice, which is 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. Reduces the luck factor by massive amounts and allows you to plan a lot better. So yeah, we have lots of cards. Did I just argue about the time? I think so. The other thing that I find interesting about Anachrony is a number of people say it's a really complicated game and they struggle to learn it. Now, I'm used to heavy games, but I found that once you've played it once or twice, it's a worker placement game with knobs on it. Don't get me wrong, I like it, but I don't find it particularly that complex. A lot of it is similar stuff to other worker placement games. Sure, if you're not used to complex games, you might struggle with it. It's not a light game. I would probably say it's medium to heavy, but the way some people phrase it is like, oh my God, the game's super, super complex, can't play it. And I'm like, no, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. So whatever these are, I don't know. I've never played with the exploration one, whatever that is. Yeah, I've played with the one where you're sort of predicting the future or can modify the future. I've played that one before. But I've never played the one where you actually leave and go outside, which I've always wanted to, because it does look interesting. Learning the iconography is a bit of a learning curve. Yes. Yeah, I mean, that's similar with all games, and I think the iconography in this game is fairly clear. So yeah, more cards. Right, I was going to open this. Let's open this, and then let's call it a day, because this has been a long stream. I didn't realise. Well, I knew that it was going to take me ages to get it all out, but this is insane. This is insane. This is a job for tomorrow night in front of the TV, putting it all together. Right, what have we got here? Don't know. This is another board for one of the expansions. Okay. So yeah, that's another board for another expansion that will go somewhere, and another board for another expansion, and then we have tokens for one of the expansions. Yep. More tokens. So these are the original Flux tokens. These are actually quite nice. Yeah. These are them. These are those. Yeah. More tokens. More buildings. More of these. More of these. More of these. Yeah. This is a whole bunch of extra stuff. Is there any more boards? I'm sure there's another board somewhere. Yes, there is. Here's the two boards for the original expansion. I remember this one. So this is the one where some of the factions are trying to prevent the disaster, or they're trying to bring it closer, and other ones are trying to move it further away, or something like that. Vaguely remember that. I've not played with this one, or have I? Oh, maybe I have. Yeah, I think I've played with this one once. But that one's quite cool, and the factions are actually at odds of what to do. And then this is the one I haven't played with. This is the exploration one, where you actually go outside of the other land and you go on these like missions or explorations or something like that. Doomsday module, that's it. Yeah, that's the Doomsday module. And then this is the Fractures of Time board. So this is for the big expansion. This is the Fractures of Time board, where you basically have these, whatever they're called, and this is where you get the flux, and this is where you can do the jumping around. This is where you get all of the stuff that you need to do the blinking. So yeah, more boards, and then there's another pack that we haven't unboxed yet, right? So let's open this up. This will be the last one we do, and then it is chicken curry time, unless Loki's eating it already. Last night he started eating our chicken curry. It's not good for him, you know. Right, so each player has one of these, which is double-sided. No. Don't know what these are. These are new. Yep, they're new. I don't know what they are. I thought each faction has a player board. Right, so yeah, so if with the Fractures of Time expansion, each player has one of these. I remember that. And each player has one of these. I remember that, which is where you put your flux and you move it around when you're doing the jumping. The thing I'm looking for is actually a card. Yeah, which will be somewhere else that I don't know where it is. But yeah, I'm not sure what these are. This is obviously from something from the expansion that I've forgotten what this is. But anyway, more boards. This is, I think, for the solo game. Yeah, this is from the solo game. This is the thing that goes on the main board, which once there has been the disaster thing, you flip it over, and then you can evacuate. Can't remember what this is. Anyway, loads of stuff. I've made a complete mess of my entire table. Yeah, I'm going to look forward to putting this away. This is definitely tomorrow night's job. In front of the TV, what am I missing in the chat? The box itself is exclusive and the fancy blings, but all of the gameplay is available in retail. Yes. So. And yeah, I do a lot of solo playthroughs on the channel as well. I'm pretty much fully booked for January with solo playthroughs. But if you are a Patron supporter of mine and you're on the Slack channel, let me know. Do you want to see a solo playthrough of this at some point in future? I have already done one solo playthrough with the new Chronosis bot. I would be happy to do another one. But what I do is I do various votings now and again, and my Patron supporters effectively have a choice in what games I'm going to be doing a solo playthrough of. Can't wait for lockdown to be over, because yeah, this is a game with all of this new stuff. Yeah, it's a game that I very happily play again, especially with all of the new stuff that's arrived. But yes, that's everything. So thank you very much for joining in. As I say earlier on, thank you very much to all of my Patron supporters for making these videos possible. And I will be back in an hour and a quarter's time with Cloud Age. So I'm just going to show you quickly what my plans are for this week, if you're sticking around. Right, here's my plans for this week. So we are currently on Wednesday. Anachrony Infinity Box live unboxing just happened. 7 o'clock tonight, so that's 1 hour and 15 minutes from now. I'm going to be unboxing, learning how to play, and then playing Cloud Age. So I'm doing all of that tonight, okay? I'm getting the game out, I'm unboxing it like this. Not like this, I'm actually going to unbox it and put it away. Learning how to play, and then I'm going to be playing through Cloud Age. So that's tonight. Tomorrow, I'll be back tomorrow morning playing a computer game at 11 o'clock, Shadowrun returns. Then tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock, I am starting the Maracaibo campaign. My plan is to play through the entire campaign of Maracaibo. Again, not a sponsored video. This is all funded through the Patreon campaign. That starts tomorrow. I'm hopefully going to play two of the scenarios from that campaign tomorrow. Friday, I will be recording my monthly video log. Cross fingers, hopefully. And then Friday night, Too Many Bones. Live playthrough of Too Many Bones coming on Friday night. And that's going to be aimed at the beginner. So me and Rick are going to be playing through the base game, the simplest characters, and the simplest tyrant. That's Friday night. Yeah. So I'll see some of you later on. I'm going to pop downstairs now and get some curry. Tidy this away. Well, I say tidy this away. I'm going to throw all of this in the boxes and take it downstairs, ready to be sorted out tomorrow night in front of TV. But yeah, other than that, don't take that off, Paul. Take that off. There you go. We're all done. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see some of you later on, and I'll see the rest of you later on in the week. Take care, everybody. I'll see you soon.
Gaming Rules is proudly sponsored by Game Toppers, upgrading your gaming experience. Visit GameToppersLLC.com.